Thank you very much for the invitation and for organizing this important event. And thank you, Patricia, for giving me the floor. It's my pleasure to co-host today's event on countering radicalization and hatred. I think it's a very timely event because radicalization and extremism remain a key threat to the internal security of the EU. And it is very worrying what the previous speakers just said and just shared with us about the network, about the Samidoun network. Events like the October 2022 rally in Brussels, held by Samidoun, and similar events across the EU are deeply concerning. These kind of events should never be repeated again. Freedom of expression and assembly are not unlimited, and use of inflammatory language and incitement to violence and hatred cross a red line and should be firmly denounced. I believe Samidoun, its activities and its alleged ties to the PFLP should be further investigated to see if legal steps can be undertaken against this organization and against these kind of organizations. We should prevent organizations like this to gain influence within the European Parliament and with its members. Another concern I have is that anti-Semitism is on the rise in Europe, which may have severe consequences in the years to come. A recent Dutch study published last February found that 42% of the Dutch secondary school teachers witnessed anti-Semitic incidents in the classroom during 2022. And usually it concerns insults that are not aimed at specific persons. The study shows that countering anti-Semitism in secondary education is still very much needed. In doing so, successful approaches should be continued and expanded, such as education about the Holocaust and education about prejudices underlying anti-Semitism and other forms of discrimination. Tomorrow we hope to organize, I hope to host a conference also here in the European Parliament on the specific issue on anti-Semitism in Europe. It's in the afternoon, 1:30, so and you are available, you are really welcome to join also that conference. But talking about extremism, we are talking about the issue of today is of utmost importance that governments at all levels counter radicalization and extremism in general and take measures to ensure the safety of the Jewish citizens in particular. It is important that sufficient budget is being allocated for security at all government levels. I would also like to underline the need of increasingly closer cooperation and information sharing among member states and among the intelligence services of the member states to step up the fight against violent extremism. Thanks again for the great initiative. It's really important that we have this conference to discuss about how can we support each other and how can we stop this extremism in Europe. Thank you very much.